Over to authorities in Vancouver, where he will be extradited to the United States. It's part of a plea deal Mark Emery made with the American authorities last year when he admitted to illegally selling marijuana seeds in the U.S. But he hoped the Canadian Justice Minister would prevent his extradition. Rumina Daya is at Supreme Court, where he turned himself in this morning. And Rumina, I think most people thought he would not be extradited.
Yeah, you know what, Randy? Everyone was holding on to hope that that wouldn't happen. But of course, early this morning, the Justice Minister, the federal Justice Minister decided that Emery would be extradited, and he is to serve a 5-year jail sentence in the U.S. for selling marijuana seeds on the internet. Now, Emery and his wife arrived here on the steps of BC Supreme Court in Vancouver early this morning. They were thanking all their supporters, all this time that have been behind them. He did this and met with everyone in the crowd before he turned himself in to sheriffs. It was very emotional, obviously more so for Emery's wife, Jody, to have to see her husband go off to jail like this. And here's what Emery had to tell us before he turned himself in.
I believe that they will reward me by their continued vigilance if I'm sent to jail. I'm quite confident of it. I have every belief that millions of Americans and Canadians will be very, very upset and be very angry and hostile towards the government. If I am extradited, I've told my supporters every Conservative member of Parliament is to be hounded endlessly and unrelentingly and unmercifully until they are defeated in the next or following elections.
So Randy, Emery will be held in custody at North Fraser pretrial, and then he is to be sent off to the U.S. I spoke to his lawyer just a little time ago, and he said that it's probably going to take about 1 to 2 weeks. He'll probably be sent to Seattle, but that hasn't been decided yet either. Randy?
Rumina, what is the possibility that Emery could actually end up serving his sentence in Canada?
Randy, the chance is probably about this big at this point, given the Conservatives' track record. So what has to happen in this whole process now is Emery will be transferred to the States. He'll have to appear before an American judge. That's when he will be sentenced. And then after that, he can make an application for what's called a treaty transfer to serve his sentence back here in Canada. Now, the interesting thing is that American authorities have already agreed to this treaty transfer, and it would be up to the public safety minister then here in Canada to decide if that's going to happen. But as I said, given the Conservatives' track record on this, there are several of these treaty transfers pending right now where Canadians who are imprisoned in the States are asking to come back to Canada to serve their sentences, and none of those have been granted. So the chances are very slim. Randine?
All right. Thank you for that, Rumina. Rumina Daya updating from Supreme Court today. The Vancouver Police